This is Lucy. Do you watch a lot of movies, you think?
Yes, I do. I think so.
Mainly what? Mainly what genres?
Normally I prefer crime, true story, not fantasy at all.
Yes, not
That's-
fantasy,
that's
no,
not-
not sci-fi, right? We are here today because basically this is like a ruse for me, for you to
You
watch
want to embarrass me on YouTube, I know.
as well, yes, but I also want you to watch certain things that are very important to me, that I really like, that are in those genres. And I
Okay.
would like to know what do you think those movies are about. So the first one that I chose are like the base ground. They're more classics in the
Okay.
fantasy genre, and it's the Lord of the Rings. So my
Okay.
first question is, have you ever heard of those movies?
Yes, I've heard it, especially from you, but
Right?
well, I don't know nothing. I mean, I know it's probably it's about a ring, but or several.
First of all, do you know how many movies are there?
I think it's like a trilogy.
Yes.
Trilogy.
Yes, it's a trilogy.
Trilogy. Okay. So 3, I would
Yes.
say, but
Mhm.
okay.
It's 3 movies. Very well.
Yeah.
So the first question,
Ding
you got
ding,
it
point for
right.
me.
Any information, any memes that you know about this movie? That someone
Well, I know
told
there's
you?
in that movie that has like the weird, like sort of ET guy or something.
Yes, perfect. There's the sort of ET guy. Okay, so that's the thing that you know.
I don't know if that's a meme, but I know that guy exists. So, and like an old guy with some long beard, I
Okay.
would say.
Okay.
And they kind of use dresses, so that's what I know. So
They use dresses. Okay. The only information I'm gonna give you is it's the titles of the movies
Okay.
and also the posters of each movie.
Okay.
I think that's basic information that I can
Everyone
give you.
knows,
Yeah.
and no spoiler. Okay.
The first movie is called, well, all of them are the Lord of the Rings, yeah,
Rings.
but the first one is called The Fellowship of the Ring. And I want you to tell me what you think happens in the first movie. Well, let's say the beginning of the story. This is all one big story. So this is the image of the
Oh, and the
first
guy
one.
with the weird eyes, yeah. So they have like horses. So this is like the main poster of the movie, the first
Yes,
one.
yes, the first one.
That is the
The-
Brotherhood.
The Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes, let's call it Brotherhood because it's easier for me. So it makes sense because it's a lot of guys. So they're gonna protect some rings that should be special, I would say, because it has some sort of power.
Okay, so you say that there are power rings that need to be protected. Is that it?
I mean, it's not a normal ring, otherwise they wouldn't give the work of.
Okay.
They wouldn't
Yes.
do nothing about it.
Who
so,
do you think is protecting? Or better, who do you think is the protagonist? Who do you think is the villain?
Well, it's the guy with the big eyes because it's in the center of the image. So let's be
the guy with the
logical.
big eyes. Okay.
Yeah, about it. He had some weird stuff in his how do you say kappa?
Cloak.
In his cloak, yeah. So yeah, I think he's like the youngest guy and the perfect person to protect
Okay.
rings because
You think so?
I don't think so, but that's what I think the movie is.
Okay, how do you think the story goes? So, how did he got this job of protecting those power rings or whatever?
I don't know. He's gifted, maybe. Like someone chose him. Like not someone, but it's like. Okay. The right person for the job from a force or something that chooses
Okay.
him.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like if he
so
has
it's like
powers with the
it's
ring,
like a
something
chosen
like that.
one. Is that it?
Yeah. Yes, I guess so.
Okay.
Not sure. Yeah.
Who are the other fellas there?
So there is a guy with a beard. I think that's the one that I was talking about.
Mhm.
So it's like, well, he has white beard, so probably the wisdom, like the one that.
The
gives-
wisdom.
Yes, something like that. I would
Okay.
say that.
Okay. He has a beard. He's wise. He's old. Is that it? Okay. Yeah. Makes
Yes,
sense.
yes. It's gonna be the one that's gonna guide them.
Okay. So
Through
he's
the
a
way?
friend. Okay. He's a guide.
Well, I suppose.
Mhm.
And then I like that actor, the one with the arrow, like in the middle, with some white hair as well. It's like I know, it's with them to protect them because he seems like a warrior. the girl up there, the woman, she also, everyone has white hair. What the hell? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
It's like one side is dark, the other one.
It's
the
also
other
the
side is
image,
white.
yeah, I understand.
I don't know. Her probably it's like his lover or not mother. The hair it's not the same. Yes. So basically, I think that they are going to get the rings because they got lost. No,
Oh.
or because, or wait, or that, or they're just going to protect the ring so that bad guys don't get the ring, so that
Okay.
they don't get the power.
So they are protecting the rings? Either
Yeah.
that or going to find the rings, is that it? One or the other?
Yes,
Which
but
one?
maybe protecting the
Okay.
rings. I think it would make more sense. Otherwise, it's like no logical reason to do the other two movies. So
Okay.
I would say maybe the first one it's about having the rings and protecting them.
Okay.
Then they got lost for some reason,
Mhm.
and then when the king comes back, the rings come back as well.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense, okay.
In my head.
Yes.
Does
So, and what about the villains? Do you have any idea who the villains or the villain might be, or what does the villain want? So I suppose it's the
Well,
rings,
the rings,
right?
of course, because it gives them some power. I mean, I think you're gonna have a whole new story from me. So if you're writing it down, just credit, please. Well, I don't know. There's a guy here with the big sword, so maybe he's the villain. But I don't know. It doesn't have a face of a villain. I
Okay,
don't know.
okay. So no one here seems to have the face of a villain.
No, the old guy, but the old guy seems nice. It's like, oh.
It's the wisdom.
Nice
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think no one from here.
Okay. I'm
is
gonna
the
show you
villain.
then the poster of the second movie. Okay, there you go. It's very similar in some ways.
Okay.
This one is the two towers.
Well, it has two
So,
towers. Makes sense.
They were protecting the ring. So now on the second one, you said that maybe the rings got lost. Is that it? So
Well, I think so. Maybe it's called Two Towers because that's the place the main act has place, I would say. There's a lot of people down here in the poster, so maybe a war. And that's the anti guy. Oh, it's so cute.
the E.T. guy. Okay.
The
yes.
E.T., yeah, sorry.
He's finally here.
It's funny.
So you think there will be a war because of the rings? Is that it?
Probably. I mean, every movie like this needs to have a war,
What kind
otherwise.
of powers do you think the rings will have then?
I
Why
don't
is
know,
it so
I think-
important?
I think it should be something like Thanos or something, because
Oh,
it can not exactly eliminate people, but give him some power, some control over nature, the world itself, or other worlds or dimensions, something like that, I would say. And then we have another wisdom guy, maybe the best. No, is it? Every guy that's old and with white beard cannot be the villain.
No?
No,
Never?
never. It makes no sense. They are so nice.
Old people cannot be evil. Is that
No,
it?
they're so cute. It's like, oh, you're cute.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'll show you finally the third poster.
Okay. Oh, is that guy the king with the sword?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, there's the E.T. again. I mean, it's very weird. Is he a friend? A nice guy? Maybe he's
What
a
do you
villain.
think? Who is he?
It seems like he's like someone that came here, got lost, he was a bad guy, but then they helped him and then he became a friend. No, I think he's just like a messed up guy with a villain.
Villain?
Yes, I think it would make sense. I don't know.
So let me just follow your logic so far.
Hmm.
So there are power rings that need to be protected. There's this
Yes.
guy who is a chosen one, and he
Yeah.
needs to
He's too young.
protect the rings. Oh, and with the help of the other guys, the warriors, you said, right?
Yeah, I think it would make sense because
Yes.
he's too young to protect. So.
There's one guide, and then you said that the rings might get lost, or
It would
the
make
evil,
sense because
the bad
it's a
guys
movie.
take them,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You said that there might be a war because of that. And now on the third one, what happens?
So, if the king comes back, it's because he was not there. So maybe that's why the war happened. And maybe, maybe the king came back because they got the rings back. And the one that has the rings is the king.
Oh, okay. So that's who the king will be.
Right.
And how does it end?
Well, someone dies. Maybe the E.T.
Okay.
And that guy with the sword, the one in the bigger picture, I think it's gonna be the sort of the main character in the last movie, maybe because of the size of the image in the poster. Sometimes they do
Is he the
that.
king?
I mean, it looks like a king. Why not? Not a kid. The kid is too much of a kid to be a king. But yes, I
The
think
kid,
that
the one with the big eyes.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I think probably it's gonna be the king, and is gonna be the Lord of the Rings.
Okay, so that is the Lord of the Rings. Okay. What do you think you would like in those movies, and what do you think you would really not like?
I mean, I would not like the part of the fantasy because I really am not that kind of person of all of the magic and all of that and ETs and all of that. It's not really my thing, not my vibe. But I love that historical period. I think it's really nice, especially because of the clothes and because of the sets. I think I would love the sets because of the historical that's all of the history that's behind that. So I think that would be really nice because even if it's fantasy, normally they keep the structure of the medieval time.
Yeah.
And one thing that I think I would like a lot, it's something that we've talked about, that you always say you wanted to go to New Zealand because of these movies that
Yes,
really
that's
made
very
you fall in
true.
love with New Zealand. And I think that's gonna be something that I'm gonna like because
So-
I love nature.
Okay.
And I think it's gonna be really nice to
The
see
landscape then. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Especially because I don't know much about New Zealand, so I think it's gonna be nice.
Well, it's very beautiful.
I hope
That's
so.
true.
But honestly, I think I'm gonna like the wise guy. Normally they are very patient, everything that I'm not, so normally I like it. I don't know, something like that. I think I'm gonna like if there is a war, because I don't know, but in my theory, there is a big war and I'm gonna like it because they're gonna kill a lot of people and I like kills. And I'm not gonna like if there is not a war.
Okay, so next time we'll see how those movies stack up to your expectations. Let's see if you will like it more than you think or less than you think, or if you were right on the money. Let's see.